I still feel like you're a bit higher than me, unless you've got a longer body than I have.
No, but I'm sat right up. You're sat like this. If I was sat like that, down here.
Well, yeah. Maybe I need to sit like you sit.
This is like, oh, I don't know, this is quite nice actually. This kind of feels like I'm in therapy.
Tell me about all your problems. Well, not all of
Wow.
them, we haven't got too long.
It started back in 2014 at the Steiner Academy.
Yeah, when you met me.
When I met this man called Luke Jones.
And it all started going wrong then. Hello, and welcome to episode 5.
And what are we talking about today, Mr. Jones?
This was decided for us, purely because if you haven't already seen it, then where have you been? But Amy gave out a free plan and is still giving out a free plan.
No, we gave out a free plan. It wasn't just me.
Okay.
Come on, teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah, alright, fair enough. Well, 700 women have reached out to say, this is me. Mm-hmm. And then I've said, what is it you're struggling with at the minute? And a lot of replies have been, well, obvious one, weight loss. And the other one, which actually took me back a bit, that how many messages have been about this is, I have lost myself.
Yeah. And that is literally the recurring message, isn't it? It's always comes back to, I just feel like I've lost myself. And I can relate to that 100% because that's exactly where I was when I started that plan. I had lost myself, hadn't I?
Yeah.
I know we spoke briefly on this in episode 2 about my journey, but losing yourself, you know, whether you're a man or a woman, you can lose yourself. But I think women, we go through so much and your body changes, your hormones fluctuate. You know, mainly it's mums, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mainly it's mums reaching out who have lost themselves, but there is also others that aren't mums and still feel like they've lost themselves because I think as women, it's in our nature to nurture, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, would you agree with that?
Yeah, definitely.
It's in our nature.
Yeah, and look after other people.
And yeah, and it is
being mums, isn't it?
Yeah, and to look.
It's in the nature of the description, isn't it? You're looking after someone else. You kind of have to.
But like we do, and I think there is a lot that comes with that because I think whether you're a mum who's lost herself because, you know, you're looking after a child now, it doesn't matter how you've got that child, whether you've given birth, cesarean, adoption, surrogacy, whatever. However you have that child, you then lose yourself.
Or just taking them.
Dickhead. Are you serious? No, we don't advocate that on this channel.
No, that's for the other channel.
You think I have intrusive thoughts? Look at this geezer. On a serious note, it doesn't matter because it isn't just about women who have physically had babies.
Yeah. Because
motherhood, or even if you're like somebody who's like, oh my God, like, you know, I take care of my like one of my friends, she took on her brother's children. He couldn't take care of them anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, there's always going to be things, isn't there?
There's always going to be things. Or if you're taking care of a parent, a sick parent, elderly parent, auntie, uncle, if you're taking care of a friend, if you're even like pouring so much of you into a job, if you're in a relationship where maybe it's not, you know, it's aiding you to be someone you're not, you know, you're wearing a mask. I think as women, we go through a lot. It's not just about being a mum and childbirth. There is other elements too, but I think society shapes us.
Yeah, you nailed it there because, like you said, a lot of people want to try and do things to the best of their ability, don't they? Mm-hmm. So, you know, when you're obviously a mum, the most important role on the planet, isn't it? That's literally what we're here for today to do is reproduce. When it comes to being a mum or looking after other people, you want to do it to the best of your ability. Mm-hmm. And then you throw into the mix your career, try and have a career, and trying to earn enough money to go on holidays and do all these other things. Yeah. You end up where do you come in this process?
You don't.
And that's the reality. That's literally what happens. And I've literally had a consultation call this morning with a woman, and I said, top 3 things. What's the most important things to you? She's like, money, obviously family. Obviously that was actually number 1. It was kids, husband, and career. Yeah. And I was like, what's the most important out of all that? Like, if you had to actually break it down, like, what's the actual, like, specifics of really important so you can, you know, for you? And she said, money. I was like, all right, okay, where are you? Where's you in this? So where's your health? Where's you? And where's your health? Mental, physical, all the same. Mm-hmm. Where's you?
Not in there.
Yeah.
Left her behind years ago.
Yeah. Who's that?
Who's that? Yeah.
It's just a vessel.
But that's what it is, isn't it? We, like women, we really do. And I feel like as well, with hormones in the mix, how you fluctuate and how we internalise, and also even things like, I know because I've just been recently diagnosed with ADHD, but even things like that. Like I spoke about this last week in my own podcast of ADHD. The doctor said to me, why did you not seek help earlier? Because ADHD was just for naughty boys. It wasn't for women. Like, it wasn't for girls. Girls didn't have ADHD when we grew up, did they?
No,
It wasn't.
Just for naughty boys, wasn't it?
It was just naughty boys in the classroom who couldn't sit still and who were boisterous and disruptive. So even things like that, as a woman, if your brain doesn't quite work how society deems you as worthy or successful or smart, you internalise that as I'm the fucking problem. You internalise that as there's something wrong with me. And then that's the start of where you start to lose yourself.
And we've gone on to say about this quite a lot this week, haven't we, really? Anyone who's struggling, we're not charging you for advice. If you're struggling with something, just please reach out.
Yes,
and
we
let
can't
us.
stress that enough. Like, just reach out. Like, we are human. You're not going to be talking to AI.
You're not talking to AI. Like, you are talking to us.
You are talking to us. Like, when it's actually talking backwards and forwards, that is us.
Yes, us.
Me or Luke.
Yeah, majority of the time me, to be honest.
Majority it's Luke right now because I am knee deep in editing about 8 million videos a day.
Yeah. We're doing a 30-day sprint on YouTube. Pretty much means we're going to just post a vlog of our life, doing
Every
things every day for 30 days.
See how
And just
that
sort of
goes.
show the behind the scenes of what we're actually up to
and
and
the
how we
reality.
actually live. And you'll see it isn't perfect at all.
Yeah, we never ever claim that we are. We are not perfect.
No.
We're regimented, but we're not like fucking robots.
No, not at all.
But yeah, sorry. So Pizzagate.
Back onto this lady. And we do that. We go on tangents as well. And I'm not going to apologise because you know by now this is just what we do, to be fair.
You're like 5 episodes in now.
So
you know the drill.
But anyway, this lady reached out. She said, I'm struggling and I'm in a really bad place, which isn't funny.
No, that's not.
The reason that she's feeling like this is ridiculous because her personal trainer...
It's ridiculous on the front of the personal trainer, not on this woman.
Yeah, not the woman at all, not at all. And I understand because people have no idea what to do. So you go to a health professional, or you think is a health professional, to help you get healthier and a better mindset. You know, that's what you're thinking you're paying for, isn't it, really? Which is rightly so.
That's why you seek out the advice in the first place.
Exactly, yeah. So she basically messaged me saying, I am in a really bad place. I don't know what to do. I went to a baby shower at the weekend and I had a pizza and now my personal trainer doesn't want to speak to me and has now refused to speak to me for a whole week because I had a pizza. And I was just like...
What the fuck?
I was like, well, first things first, I said on the reply, that you can absolutely eat pizza
Yeah.
and still lose fat and lose weight because you want to lose weight because it's energy balance. So first thing first, a personal trainer hasn't got a Scooby-Doo when it comes to energy balance. First of all. Second of all, what sort of relationship is that going to give someone towards food if you're telling them that sort of advice? Because I ate pizza. I ate pizza last week and I've got 3 weeks out of a photo shoot, which I'm trying to lose fat for. And I've still planned it in that I can do that. And you can still do that.
And it was delicious.
And it was definitely worth it. Definitely worth it.
And did we feel guilty about it? No, we didn't.
No, we didn't at all. And that's the point. It's that it's enabling you to live this way, and understanding you should live this way. But I encourage people to have foods in their diet that they like to have. But the real problem is that personal trainer, uneducation and lack of empathy and lack of understanding around food and women's health in particular could spiral. Luckily, she spoke to us, to be honest. Mm-hmm. And I said, I hope you don't mind. I've shared it all over my story. I shared it all over social media.
Yeah, started onto a rant.
Started onto a rant, and I was like, this person eat pizza. I shared all this transformation. This person ate pizza. This person loves carb. This person loves wine.
This person drinks beer.
You know, just to say that you can effectively do what you like as long as you're sensible. Is it healthy to eat pizza every day? No, obviously you're not going to eat pizza every single day. But will you be able to enjoy it, manage around social life, enjoy weekends? Yes, you will. It's going to be something that's going to aid your life, not take it away and make you feel like you're suffering. That's the point I was getting at. And anyway, this woman, we had a bit of back and forth, and she was so happy that we reached out. But again, she didn't speak to an AI bot, because the AI bot would have probably said something like along the lines of, yeah, that makes sense, pizza's not good for you to eat.
But what a jumped up little fucking shit.
Oh yeah, that's what she said, actually.
Is that what she said?
She said afterwards he was pretty much exactly that.
What a fucking prick. I'm sorry, this really pisses me off and this is about to start me off. So if you don't like swearing, I don't know why you're here. So maybe don't listen to this. But what a fucking dick. How dare he say that to her? Or how dare he treat her as if she's in some disgusting narcissistic relationship where he's going to give her the fucking silent treatment and make her feel this fucking big because she ate a fucking pizza at a baby shower. Like, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. I couldn't believe it. When Luke said it, I just was like, this is what's wrong with this world right now. Each their own, but how dare you punish somebody for that? Because she already probably was like punishing herself because she's going to that person, for advice, for safety, for support. And for him to do that is absolutely disgusting. I would love to know who that person is and see them. Because I bet they don't I bet they either are just a miserable little man-child who just wants to be horrible to women, or he's just fucking got lots of internal issues and projecting them onto everyone else.
Yeah, massively.
And I bet he charged a fucking fortune and all.
Yeah, probably more expensive than us, to be fair.
I bet he was like, yes, join me now for like fucking 1,800 quid up front.
Yeah. This is another thing we found out recently, is that most online coaches now have all of a sudden started to charge up front and like charge north of £1,000 for coaching to work up front, which is like, I mean, I've been in the industry 15 years and that's definitely not how we do things here.
No.
You're definitely not locked in at all. There's no contract.
And that's why I think it's really important of who you decide. If you do want to fucking work with a coach or not, whatever, if you do want to work with a coach, you have to really choose it on that person. Look at that person and think, do I align with their values? Do I want to live like them? Do I aspire to be that person? If you don't work with them.
Yeah, literally. Just don't take advice from people.
If all you're seeing is these crazy transformations with no substance, if all you're seeing is them go online and slag off pizza, and if you're seeing all they do and you're seeing them talk to their phone and their eyes are just moving across the screen because they're reading something word for word, chances are they ain't for you.
Yeah.
I'm very passionate about this. It really pisses me off because it's everywhere you go on Instagram at the minute. I know I tapped into that last week about how we consume. We are human beings. We are creative beings. We should be creating more than we consume, but all of us consume more than we create. And that is where there's a problem. And like we were saying about AI today, weren't we? We just literally did a little vlog to get it off our chest. So that's probably already up. But there's another lady who reached out to you who literally you sent her a voice note. She started crying.
Well, she thought it was an AI bot because basically basically what it was again, she reached out because she saw Amy's plan, and I said, what is it you're struggling with? Which is like 9 times out of 10. Well, I ask people, what's the reason?
What is it you're struggling with? Like, how can we help you?
How can I help you? If I don't know what you're struggling with, how can I help you? She said, I'm depressed. Yeah, I'm distressed. I've been made redundant and I haven't got any money at the minute. So rather than send a message back, I just thought I'd do a voice note because she said she's spending all day on the sofa. I said, honestly, I'm not coaching you. You're a grown up. You can do what you want, but this is free advice. Win the morning, you win your day. When you wake up in the morning, get out, get fresh air, and first thing you want to do is listen to something positive and get out. Then as soon as you get home, then get on Indeed, get on a job website on your laptop, on your phone, and start applying for jobs. And then she basically messaged saying, oh my God, I started crying because I thought it was an AI bot.
That's my point being is, in this world we're in right now where we're already, like a lot of us, we're 90s babies. Yeah. A lot of us are, we didn't have all this shit growing up, right? But we did still have the internal limiting beliefs. We do still have trauma. We do still have other people's opinions. We have been brought up maybe by parents whose beliefs are very different to how ours are. We have been conditioned to believe certain things and negativity and the news and blah, 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 all that shit. That's still going on. But now there's this new element of AI. Don't get me wrong, AI is a great tool.
Yeah, definitely.
But the problem is people are living by it, and it really can fuck you up. Because
It's not a counsellor.
not only is it giving you sometimes false information, it will go on basically whatever you're saying. It's just there going, yeah. It's just like backing up what you're saying, isn't it?
Just blow smoke up your ass.
It just blows smoke up your ass. And also, it's so isolating.
I think it's a good tool. I think if you want to use it for certain things, it's really good. Like last night we was having dinner, I made like a Disneyland Paris quiz, because we've been there a few times with the kids. So I made a Disneyland Paris quiz.
Yeah.
Hard questions for Amy and easy questions for the kids, and they all loved it, to be fair. It was actually
that was
good fun.
good.
So that sort of thing, amazing. Use it to...
Whoa, you're getting really loud, Jeff.
Oh, sorry, I need to calm down. Using it for like help around how you're feeling, probably not so great, because it's not a human connection.
But this is what I was going to say, is like add into the mix of people who are already feeling alone, feeling like they've lost themselves. So you add in this mix of having like that man who's like that fucking PT who's like, oh my god, you ate pizza, let me not speak to you for a fucking week.
And again, let's be honest, that guy...
Whoever you are...
I'm not going to put all coaches into the same bracket.
No, because they're not.
That's not fair.
Because we're not in that bracket.
No, we're not in that bracket. And there we have coaches like us that aren't, that actually want to help people, to see people.
We know plenty of them.
Yeah, to actually help people. But there's a lot of them that will probably build your training program from ChatGPT and charge you the earth to deliver it, which is crazy to me.
When
it's just like,
you could just do that yourself.
We got into the industry. Well, I did anyway. I got in the industry because I wanted to help people. That's why I wanted to become a personal trainer.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to help people. And that's why I still am a trainer and an online coach 15 years or so later.
And that's exactly why I have come on board and come into this, because for the last 5 years, that's what I've dedicated my work to, is helping predominantly women, free themselves, unchain themselves from all these outside limiting beliefs. That's why we've come together, because the mindset and the physical is so important and they all bind together. But what I'm basically getting at is it can be so damaging. So if you're, somebody out there who has lost themselves, and don't get me wrong, we don't shy away, do we? Like both of us in our teachings and how we are with our clients is we go deep. We dig deep into what the fuck's going on, because if you don't heal those parts, if you don't expose those parts, if you're not vulnerable with those parts, you will not have the sustainability to carry the progress on. That's why you see so many of these. Here's a 12-week shred to get in a bikini.
Yeah.
And then what happens? They don't work with them anymore. Turns out they were putting them down, dictating what they're eating, making them feel shit
Loads of
if
steps.
they...
Unrealistic amount of exercise.
Steps, all these exercises, making them feel shit if they, come on their period and don't have the energy to go to the gym. They're making them feel shit about that. So then, you might look great, you might look amazing, but in here, nothing's been rewired and you don't feel good in yourself, and you still carry that. And then what happens is, you finish with that coach after those 12 weeks, and then you end up going right back to square one, putting on the weight. How many times have we heard that? I've put the weight back on, if not more.
The amount of people that have come from other coaches that we coach is crazy. Most people that we work with actually have been with other coaches before.
I don't think there's many that have never done. Like, someone's had at least done something before.
Something has come from someone before. And it's trying to be like, that's not how we do things here. It's just like, with our coaching, I don't see how you wouldn't get results, because it's the training program that's fitted around their life, their exercise, what they want to do, whether it's home, gym, and there is no preference, just what you want to do, whether it's 20-minute home workouts around kids, 2 times a week, 3 times a week. But not only that, we also do onboarding calls. So the training program is literally built with you on the call, so it's not AI, it's literally us. Then the nutrition program, the first week is an assessment week to sort of see, okay, how do you eat? How can I give you calories if I have no idea what you eat? So first week, we actually get an assessment. What do they currently eat? So we actually find out what they actually do consume for a week. And then that way we actually know, okay, this may be the trend of what's going wrong. this we can start to see where you actually are going wrong.
Yeah.
And what foods do you like? Are you missing any certain vitamins and minerals from your diet? Because we get a good understanding of what's going on then. Is there any supplements that we can add in? And then if you are struggling, you've literally got a coach in your pocket. So the amount of times I've jumped on calls in the weeks, where it was Zoom calls, phone calls with clients, and I've got one client in particular which I speak to most weeks, and so she still has a weekly check-in, obviously, which still goes through, and which is always a video every single week. And in between the check-in, we have a phone call, so where she's struggling at the minute, and she's a mum of 2 kids, and she's again not putting herself first. So really, it's a mindset call, not a training call. Because I'm not changing her reps, I'm not changing her nutrition, I'm not changing the plan. I may adapt it to suit what's going on that week, because she may have a party. I've got to change calories around a party so she can enjoy herself and not feel guilty. She's going on holiday soon, actually. But the point is that we're doing this around a mindset to big her up.
Mm-hmm.
So, to sort of know that you are enough and what you are doing is right. Don't worry about what the scales say this week, because you can't guarantee weight loss week to week. You may not have used the toilet. You might have eaten a bit more carbs, had a bit more salt, trained a bit harder. There's so many factors, but you can guarantee weight. You can guarantee fat loss. You can't guarantee weight loss. So this is what we offer. This is why we get such good results, because we're real people and we want to see people win, don't we?
Literally, that's what it comes down to. Like, we are so passionate. Like, our mission is to help people. That is it. We say all the time, we've not been through what we've been through, individually and together, to come out the other side how we have, to not share that with people, because how can you not?
Mm-hmm.
This morning we was talking, and I was saying about that plan, and we was talking about, so many people have put them, like, have downloaded it, and so many people we're speaking to, like, it's crazy how many people want this help, like,
mm-hmm.
how feeling this way. And do you know what's it's like a bittersweet. It's like empowering, but it's also like, oh, like that little moment of like, oh, because you think all these women in our inbox right now, they all feel completely isolated and alone, but they are all in the same boat. And that makes me think of when I started doing that plan. I felt like I was completely alone and isolated, and I just completely lost myself. I didn't know who I was. Even though I have very, very, very fortunate, a very supportive partner, but I still felt like nobody else understands this. Like, I'm the only one. Actually, there's like, it would just be like when I did activated the live event. All those women, I think that's what made it even more powerful. It's all them women sat in that room, they're crying, we're raging, we're laughing, we're hugging each other, and we're realising, fucking hell, we're all feeling the same. And there's something quite empowering. It's like sad, because you don't want other people to feel how you're feeling, but there's something quite empowering about, fucking hell, we're all in it together, like, and I'm not the only one that feels like this. It isn't a me thing. Like, this isn't actually me thinking that I'm not good enough.
100%.
Like, this is just, part and parcel. But the best thing about it is, it's in your mind, so you can change it.
Definitely, you can do whatever you want to do.
Literally.
But this is the point, and it's not to say that we are the right fit for everyone, because we're definitely not.
No, we're not.
If you're a bodybuilder and you want to do these like really harsh diet plans, and you've got plans to compete, then we're probably not really the people for you, to be honest.
No, and that's all right. We know plenty of people that would be your people.
Yeah,
don't we?
Yeah.
We know great coaches that also offer to help people compete.
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
not about. We're basically not saying like, if you want to be, have washboard abs and go and compete, that every coach is shit.
No, not at all.
We've got great.
No, we know great people in the industry.
We know amazing coaches.
We've got a great network of coaches around.
I mean, there could be coaches out there that are saying, I am for mums who have lost themselves, and they still don't know what they're talking about. It's about the specific person, I guess, and if they're actually clued up, had the experience, can actually help you.
As long as they've got experience in the
and empathy.
Yeah, and empathy to actually coach you. And I'd actually tell you actually, I had a message from another client of mine who's come from another coach, whose friend is working with another coach, who actually reached out to me and said, and I said, look, I'm not. She's working with another coach in a minute. I said, I'm not want to tread on toes, because you're working with someone else. It's not really my place to do that. But she's basically said he's just talking really negative to her. And I was like, well, what is it you're actually trying to achieve at the minute? And she said basically she wants to lose a lot of weight, like quite a lot of weight. And I said, well, obviously you want to stick to what your coach is telling you to do. And she said, well, I'm going to finish with him now anyway. Made it like a relationship.
Going to end it with him.
And it's coming to an end, so I'm guessing he must have signed her up for like a set amount of time, to be fair. So I got a call with her on Thursday to kind of see like what she's doing. But I said to her at the end of the day, it needs to be aligned with you.
Exactly,
you need to work with someone that
that's
aligns
it.
with who you want to, what you want to do. And she's basically saying, I need some positivity.
And some people might align with that, or his way of delivery, and that's fine. But what we're getting at is, if you don't align with it, and you have all this, which most of us do, if you're a woman right now listening to this and you feel like you've lost yourself, that ain't the way for you, because what will happen is you will internalize it as you are the problem, and then you will feel even more lost, and you will feel like even more, I'm the fucking problem, I can't fucking do anything right, I can't do this, I will never lose weight, I will never feel comfortable, I will never feel happy because I can't. But that's what I'm saying is, if they go with somebody who has that, who doesn't understand the empathy, who's going to not talk to them after having a pizza, who's going to talk negatively to them and be like, just fucking do it, do the hustle culture, do this grind.
No, you don't need that. Get David Goggins all or nothing mentality. No, but that's what I'm saying
is, like, put that on top of how you're already feeling as a woman who's lost herself.
Massively overwhelming.
That's going to make you, that's where this stop-start pattern comes from. That's why all these women that we're talking to right now say, I can't do it. This is just who I am now.
It's crazy to me.
When actually, you can fucking do it. Guess what? If you say you can, or you say you can't, congratulations. You're right either way.
Yeah. And that's, how you speak to yourself is really important.
Exactly. So it's about who you surround yourself with.
And one of the major reasons why most women, I'm going to say all women, why most women can't stick to these plans is because they are not sustainable to their life. Exactly. So let's say you've got kids. And I've heard of trainers, no shit, that I know of as well, that have given women with young babies like 12 to 15,000 target steps per day. 15,000 steps with a baby. I was like, really? How's that sustainable?
No.
How are you going to build on that? And he says, well, and this is why it's not sustainable. And you'll do it for a certain amount of time, and then you'll start thinking, I'm not good enough. I can't do this anymore.
That's what I was trying to articulate. Was I not saying that right?
No, but you're spot on. But this is the point is I was trying to make it a bit more specific and actually give you like numbers, because you're not going to be able to stick to that, and that's not a you problem.
It's not a you problem.
That is an education or lack of experience from the person that you've gone to, who doesn't understand where you're at, because they may not be in a similar situation or worked with people in a similar situation before. And it's knowing that, okay, how many steps are you doing a day at the minute? Well, I'm doing 5,000 or 3,000. Okay, do you think you could do 500 steps more per day? Yes. Okay, well, that's a good win. We're already winning.
Absolutely.
We're already doing a little bit more than you're currently doing. Now it's going to get the body moving a little bit more, speed up the metabolism, burn a few more calories, and that's good.
And also prove to your brain that you can do it.
You can do it. And then you can build on that, can't you? How are you going to build on it if you're going to jump from 3,000 and 4x your steps in one day?
Yeah.
Plus you'll be knackered. Then you'll be whacked out. Then you'll be hungry because you're so tired because you worked so hard. So no wonder that you can't stick to it, because you're just going to go around in a circle. Working hard, losing weight, gaining weight back on. It's too hard. I feel shit about myself. Losing weight, positive, motivated. Next day I'm not motivated because I pushed too hard the previous day, and just going round and round and round.
You've worked with a coach in the past where, he didn't have children. He was like empathetic and very good,
great guy,
great coach. Like really
for strength and conditioning.
The
best. If you got aspirations to win a strongman competition, which I have,
yeah.
So I went to someone to help me win a strongman competition because I needed that accountability, which is literally what it's all about. Someone to help you and push you in the right direction. So I went to this guy. Give me a little shout out, Will.
Will, yeah. 10 out of 10 bloke.
10 out of 10. Great guy. Really empathetic. Anyway, he didn't have kids. So he'd always be a little bit like, I think you can do a bit more. And like, try and push me. And then he had a little girl recently. And he was like, now I get it.
I get it now. So
and I was like, and then 2 into the mix.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's why it's really important. It's like in the past, I've had business coaches, like when I was building my business, and I'm trying to take advice. And again, this isn't to shit on anyone, but actually looking back, I think, yes, you've built something incredible, but actually that's not the life I want to live. And actually, this is not attainable because they kept telling me to do these things. I can't because the school run, I have children, I have this. I don't have all these hours, same as everyone else. Like, I have to adapt it. But then again, you think, oh, now I'm the problem because I'm getting left behind because I just can't keep up with it. When actually, that person lives a very, very different life to me.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's why it's so important to whoever you work with whatever it is, make sure they're aligned with you. And you're looking like, if you're someone who's looking at us right now, and maybe you've been watching our vlogs that we've been putting out, and you're thinking, oh my God, like, you know, literally I can see myself, like, this is the sort of life I want to live. I've also got children. I'm also very busy. I
Big
love
idiots
the fact,
like us, then.
big idiots, love Disney, flipping,
I wanna
big
get
children,
back
bit of a banter, but children at heart. But actually, do you know what, these two, I think, yeah, I think that's how I want to live. Then that would be something to work with. If you're looking at us and going, fucking hell, not these two, then don't work with us.
Yeah, literally.
Do you know what I mean?
We won't take
Like,
offence to it either.
we wouldn't take offence to it because
Just unfollow.
and yeah, we only want the people that are also aligned with us, because I've had that lesson handed to me a few times in the past where I've tried to work with people where I think, yes, I can help you, but actually we're just not on the same wavelength. And it doesn't work. It's got
So
to be
we
both
got to be wife
sides.
fit for each other.
Yeah, and that's what we always say to people is we jump on a call.
That's why we have a call with
Or
someone.
have a
Not
chat.
working with anyone.
Yeah, that's why we don't just go, yeah, jump in. We're like, let's have a
Yeah, we can
chat about getting in alignment and making sure, because it's all the energetic currency, isn't it? Whether you believe in that or not. But it's down to, we jump on a call, let's just get the vibe, let's see if we're the right, because see if we're the right fit for you, but also you're the right fit for
exactly.
us.
Yeah,
it's a two-way
100%.
street. I feel like that's probably a nice wrap up.
I do. I think there's a lot of value there for people. And just remember, guys, you are enough.
Absolutely.
Keep
you are
being
enough.
you.
Every version of you is enough as well.
Yeah, literally every
Even
version.
the version of you who might be listening to this right now, who's feeling like, oh, I just can't seem to do it, or I'm just overwhelmed, I'm inundated with all these things, trying to be a mum, trying to juggle everything, I don't even know who the fuck I am anymore, I've lost all sense of self. Even in this state, you are enough, let me promise you that now.
You can do this.
Absolutely.
Go and smash it.
Go and smash it. Have a great fucking week. Enjoy. And please like, rate and subscribe. And if you're watching the vlogs, please like, rate and subscribe on those too.
Yeah.
As we're on a 30-day sprint and I may have a mentee B with the editing.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's all good in the hood.
And if you're stuck, just reach out. Literally just
Absolutely.
message us either on Instagram or Activated Coaching, or it's Amy Jones, or just drop a comment onto YouTube.
Just have a chat with us.
Yes, fine.
We love a bit of banter.
Have a great day.
Anyway,